Hello, night traveler. This is Lunas, your dream teller for magical nights. Snuggle under your blanket and let your imagination flow as we venture into the enchanted paths of magical and fantastic tales. Tonight, our stories unfold amidst the mystical mountains of air, where the young alchemist Kalen discovers an ancient manuscript that promises the secret of eternal life. Along with his loyal friends Ira and Fian, he embarks on a dangerous journey, facing storms, treacherous goblins, and magical riddles. Ready to dream? In the ancient lands of air, where green hills stretched to the horizon and the night sky was adorned with ancestral constellations, Celtic culture flourished amidst legends and traditions. The elf village of Brave, hidden among mountains and forests, was a mystical refuge. Its inhabitants lived in harmony with nature, protected by ancient enchantments and deeply connected to the magical world around them. Brave was a place of serene beauty, with houses made of wood and stone, intertwined with vines and wildflowers. Crystal clear rivers cut through the landscape, reflecting the light of the stars. The elves of Brave were known for their vast knowledge in alchemy, herbalism, and magic. The nights were especially magical, illuminated by enchanted lanterns hanging from the trees and the soft starlight that guided their lives. The elves of Brave had a rich culture of rituals and celebrations, all linked to natural and celestial cycles. Festivals marked the changes of seasons, with dances, music, and rituals that honored the gods and nature. The elders were the guardians of ancient knowledge, and the passage of time was seen as an eternal cycle, where life and death were just parts of a greater whole. Life in Brave was peaceful but full of mystery and wonder. Stories told around campfires spoke of heroes, magical creatures, and powerful artifacts. Children learned early about the legends and secrets of alchemy, dreaming of the possibilities of discovering new knowledge and powers. It was a place where the past and present intertwined, creating a rich tapestry of tradition and magic. In this enchanted setting lived Kalen, a young and promising alchemist. From an early age, he showed an insatiable curiosity and a natural talent for alchemy. His passion for discovery and knowledge led him to explore the deepest secrets of existence. His greatest desire was to unravel the mystery of eternal life, a secret that, according to legends, was hidden deep in the mountains. Kalen was an elf of medium stature, with silver hair that shone in the moonlight and deep green eyes, full of wisdom and determination. He was known for his sharp intelligence and kind heart, always willing to help others with his potions and knowledge. From a young age, Kalen stood out for his curiosity and skill in alchemical arts. His laboratory was a sanctuary of colorful flasks, ancient books, and exotic equipment, where he spent hours experimenting with new formulas and mixtures. His mentor, the elder Ailby, recognized his potential and taught him the oldest secrets of alchemy. Ailby, a revered elf for his wisdom and knowledge of magical arts, saw in Kalen the potential to achieve feats he himself had never imagined possible. Under Ailby's guidance, Kalen honed his skills and expanded his knowledge, always seeking new discoveries and challenges. Ailby, with his long white hair and serene gaze, was a figure of authority and inspiration in Brave. However, Kalen's life was not easy. He had lost his parents in a mysterious accident when he was still a child, and this event shaped his determination to seek answers and understand the mysteries of life and death. His quest for the elixir of eternity was both a personal mission and a quest for the good of his people. Kalen believed that by discovering the secret of eternal life, he could protect and improve the lives of the elves of Brave. The loss of his parents had left him with a void he hoped to fill with answers and discoveries. By Kalen's side was his childhood friend, Ira, an elf with remarkable healing skills. Ira was a figure of calm and serenity, with a smile that could heal the deepest wounds. She had always been by Kalen's side, supporting his ambitions and helping him in his research. Their friendship was a pillar of strength and comfort for both of them. Ira shared Kalen's desire to discover the elixir of eternity, believing it could bring great benefits to their people. She was known for her patience and empathy, qualities that made her an exceptional healer. Another important character in Kalen's life was Fian, an elf warrior known for his bravery and loyalty. Fian had sworn to protect Braven from any threat and often accompanied Kalen on his dangerous expeditions. His physical strength and skill with the sword were complemented by a generous heart and unwavering loyalty to his friends. Fian was a figure of protection and courage, always ready to face any challenge alongside Kalen and Ira. He had an imposing presence, with gleaming armor and a determined gaze. Together, Kalen, Ira, and Fian formed an inseparable trio, each contributing their skills and knowledge to the quest for the elixir of eternity. The friendship and trust between them were the foundation of their adventures and challenges, and together they were prepared to face any obstacle that came their way. Their differences complemented each other, creating a perfect balance of wisdom, healing, and strength. On a cold, starry night, while Kalen worked in his candlelit laboratory, he discovered an ancient manuscript hidden among his mentor's books. The manuscript spoke of the elixir of eternity, a potion that promised to grant eternal life to those who possessed it. The instructions were vague but mentioned rare ingredients and a ritual that had to be performed in a specific place in the mountains. "This is the path to what I've always sought," thought Kalen, feeling his heart race with the discovery. He knew the journey would be long and dangerous, but the promise of uncovering the greatest mystery of all drove him forward. Kalen decided he could not do it alone. He needed the help of Ira and Fian. The next morning, Kalen gathered his friends and shared the discovery. Ira, with her cautious nature, was concerned about the risks but knew how much this mission meant to Kalen. Fian, always ready for a challenge, agreed to accompany and protect him from any dangers. The friendship and loyalty among the three were unwavering, and together they were ready to face any challenge. With their backpacks full of supplies and equipment, and their hearts full of hope and determination, the three friends set off towards the mountains. The path was steep and treacherous, but Kalen's will to discover the elixir of eternity guided them through the hardships. They knew the journey would be arduous, but the promise of a better future for their people motivated them to keep going. At the beginning of the journey, the three faced rugged terrain and little explored trails. The landscape around them was of wild beauty, with tall and imposing trees, bubbling streams, and majestic mountains that seemed to touch the sky. Each step brought them closer to their destination, and Kalen's determination grew each day. They crossed unstable wooden bridges, faced cutting winds, and climbed steep cliffs, but nothing seemed to shake their resolve. During the journey, Kalen, Ira, and Fian encountered signs that they were not alone. Strange footprints and mysterious noises suggested that someone or something was watching them. Despite their concerns, the group stayed focused on their mission, trusting in the strength of their friendship and determination to achieve their goal. They kept their senses sharp, ready to react to any threat that might arise. As they advanced, Kalen began to feel the presence of a magical force around him. The energy of the mountains seemed to pulse with an ancient and unknown power, and he knew he was approaching something important. With Ira and Fian by his side, Kalen was more determined than ever to uncover the secrets of the elixir of eternity. Each step forward was a step closer to unraveling the mysteries that had fueled his curiosity throughout his life. Early in their journey, Kalen, Ira, and Fian faced their first major challenge. A sudden storm descended upon the mountains, making the terrain slippery and dangerous. Howling winds and torrential rain made visibility difficult, and lightning illuminated the path in a frightening manner. Nature seemed to be testing their determination and courage. As they tried to find shelter, Kalen fell into a hidden crevice, seriously injuring his leg. Ira, with her healing skills, quickly treated Kalen's injuries, but the storm seemed endless. Fian, using his strength, helped build an improvised shelter with branches and leaves, protecting the group from the worst of the storm. The storm lasted for hours, and during this time, Kalen reflected on his mission and the risks he was willing to take. He knew the quest for the elixir of eternity would not be easy, but the strength and support of his friends gave him renewed determination. Kalen was more determined than ever to face any obstacle in his path. As soon as the storm passed, the group continued their journey. However, it didn't take long for them to face another obstacle. They were ambushed by a group of goblins, creatures known for their malice and greed. The goblins, attracted by the shine of Kalen's alchemical flasks, attacked without warning. The ensuing battle was intense and required all the group's skill and courage. Fian fought bravely against the goblins while Ira and Kalen tried to protect themselves. Using his intelligence, Kalen threw a potion that exploded in a cloud of smoke, confusing the goblins and giving Fian the advantage he needed. With quick and precise blows, Fian managed to drive the attackers away, allowing the group to escape unscathed. After the battle, Kalen, Ira, and Fian found an old map hidden in a tree trunk. The map, marked with ancient runes, indicated the location of the 3 sacred artifacts needed to create the Elixir of Eternity. Using the map as a guide, they charted their course to the first artifact, the Chalice of Danu, hidden in the depths of a cave guarded by riddles and traps. The cave where the Chalice of Danu was hidden was protected by ancient enchantments. Luriel had to solve complex riddles and disarm magical traps to reach the artifact. Each riddle solved and each trap disarmed required not only her intelligence but also her courage and determination. With patience and skill, Luriel finally reached the Chalice of Danu, feeling a wave of wisdom and strength as she touched it. Continuing their mission, Kalen, Ira, and Fian encountered mythical beings who helped them better understand their mission. In an enchanted clearing, they met a banshee named Aoife, whose presence was both terrifying and mesmerizing. Aoife, knowledgeable about the secrets of the mountains, revealed that the Elixir of Eternity was guarded in an ancient temple protected by magical creatures and ingenious traps. Aoife also revealed that to access the temple, Kalen would need to obtain an enchanted crystal hidden in the Cave of Shadows, a place feared by many due to legends of evil spirits residing there. The Banshee, despite her dark nature, offered guidance and protection, recognizing the purity of Kalen's quest. Entering the cave, the group felt an oppressive presence. The shadows seemed to come to life, and unsettling whispers echoed through the walls. Ira, using her healing skills, created a barrier of light around the group, temporarily warding off the shadows. Fian, with his sword in hand, led the way, ready to face any threat. In the depths of the cave, Kalen found the enchanted crystal, glowing with an ethereal light. As he picked it up, he felt a wave of energy course through his body, as if the crystal was communicating with him. With the crystal in hand, the group left the cave, relieved to have overcome another challenge. On their way back, they met a druid named Finian, who gifted them with a magical map revealing secret passages and hidden traps in the temple where the elixir was guarded. Finian also gave them protective amulets imbued with ancient magic to ward off evil spirits. The group continued their journey towards the temple, feeling the growing intensity of magical energy around them. Along the way, they encountered a shimmering lake inhabited by a nymph named Niamh. She revealed that the temple where the elixir was hidden was protected by an ancient guardian spirit and that only those of pure heart could enter and leave alive. Niamh, impressed by Kalen's determination, decided to help them by offering a special potion made with the lake's magical water. This potion would strengthen their alchemical abilities and increase their resistance to the temple's magical traps. Kalen thanked her deeply for her help and promised to use the elixir to protect and benefit all magical and non-magical beings of air. Before leaving the lake, Niamh played a golden harp and sang an ancient song about the secrets of the elixir of eternity. The melody echoed in Kalen's heart, filling him with courage and determination. He knew the journey would be arduous, but he was more determined than ever to uncover the secrets of the elixir. Finally, upon reaching the temple's doors, the group found ancient inscriptions telling the story of the first elves and how the elixir of eternity was created to protect the harmony between the mortal world and the spiritual world. Kalen, Ira, and Fian felt inspired and prepared to face any challenge they encountered inside the temple. Entering the temple, Kalen, Ira, and Fian were met with a series of tests that would challenge their courage, intelligence, and strength. The first test required them to navigate a mirror maze, each one reflecting not only their images but also their deepest fears. Kalen led the group, using his intelligence to decipher the riddles that would allow them to advance. The walls of the maze were covered in ancient runes, telling stories of epic battles and heroic sacrifices. Kalen knew that each riddle solved was a step closer to the elixir. As they walked through the maze, threatening shadows seemed to follow them, but the light from Mia's potion kept them safe. With patience and reasoning, Kaylin managed to guide the group through the maze, deciphering each riddle and dispelling each illusion. The second test put Ira to the test. She had to use her healing skills to save an injured magical creature, a task that required precision and compassion. The creature, a majestic griffin, was trapped in a magical trap that drained its vital energy. Ira, with her calm and skill, managed to heal the creature, which then revealed a hidden path for the group to follow. While Ira worked, Fian kept watch, ready to face any threat that arose. He felt a malevolent presence approaching, but his determination and courage kept him firm. When the griffin finally stood up, free from the trap, it let out a deep thank you to Ira and offered its help for the rest of the journey. The griffin guided them through a secret path, warding off the temple's dangers. The third test was the most difficult, reserved for Fian. He had to face a magical guardian in combat, a creature formed by shadows and ancient magic. The battle was intense, but Fian used all his skill and courage to defeat the guardian, clearing the way for the group to advance. With precise strikes and impeccable strategy, Fian managed to subdue the creature, which then dissipated into a bright mist. During the combat, Kaylin and Ira remained alert, offering support whenever possible. Fian's victory filled them with hope and renewed their strength to continue. The guardian, before disappearing completely, granted them an amulet that would increase their protection against the temple's dark forces. With this new artifact, the group felt more confident and prepared for the final challenges. Having overcome the tests, Kaylin, Ira, and Fian finally reached the chamber where the elixir of eternity was kept. The room was filled with glowing runes, and a pulsating energy permeated the air. In the center, on a stone pedestal, rested the elixir, contained in a crystal flask that glowed with a golden light. Kaylin approached with reverence, feeling the weight of responsibility on his shoulders. He knew the elixir had the power to change their lives forever, but he also understood the risks and consequences of possessing such power. Carefully, he picked up the flask, feeling the elixir's energy flow through his body. The golden light seemed to pulse in sync with his heart, filling him with a sense of purpose and renewal. As Kaylin held the flask, Ira and Fian approached, sharing the moment of triumph and contemplation. They knew there were still challenges ahead, but they were more united than ever. The temple seemed to recognize their purity and determination, and the energy in the air became calmer and more welcoming. They felt they had undergone a transformation, not just in body but also in spirit. As Kaylin, Ira, and Fian pondered their next step, a figure emerged from the shadows. It was Morwenna, an elf who had been exiled from Brave many years before for practicing dark magic. Morwenna revealed that she had been following Kaylin and his friends, waiting for the opportunity to take the elixir for herself. She proposed an alliance, arguing that together they could use the elixir to rule and protect all elves. The tension in the air was palpable, and the distrust in Kaylin, Ira, and Fian's eyes was evident. Kaylin, Ira, and Fian were wary but realized the situation required prudence. They decided to listen to Morwenna, hoping to buy time to plan their next move. During the discussion, Morwenna revealed that she knew of an imminent threat to Brave, a dark force planning to attack the village. Her tone was urgent and convincing, and she demonstrated a deep knowledge of the dark forces approaching. "You need me," said Morwenna, her voice laden with urgency. "My skills can strengthen our defense and ensure Braven's protection. If we work together, we have a real chance of winning." Reluctantly, Kaylin agreed to join forces with Morwenna, provided she promised to use her powers for good. They formed a temporary alliance, aware that they would need to trust each other to protect Brave and defeat the approaching dark force. The decision was made cautiously, and Kaylin knew he had to keep an eye on Morwenna. Morwenna, with her deep knowledge of magic, helped the group better understand the elixir and how it could be used. She also revealed the existence of an ancient ritual that could strengthen their defenses and protect the village. Together, Kaylin, Ira, Fian, and Morwenna began planning their return to Brave, prepared to face the looming threat. She explained that the ritual required 3 sacred artifacts, the Blade of Luff, the Chalice of Danu, and the Harp of Dagda. Each of these items was scattered throughout air, protected by magical guardians and complex riddles. With this information, the group devised a plan to gather the artifacts, knowing that time was short and the threat was rapidly approaching. They decided to split up to search for the artifacts. Kaelin and Ira set off to find the Chalice of Danu, while Fian and Morwenna headed to find the Blade of Luff. Before parting ways, they promised to reunite at the ancient temple where the Elixir of Eternity was kept, ready to perform the ritual and protect Brave. Kaelin and Ira's journey was arduous. They crossed dense forests and steep mountains, facing magical creatures and overcoming ingenious traps. However, Kaelin's determination and Ira's healing skills helped them overcome each obstacle. When they finally found the Chalice of Danu, they felt exhausted but triumphant. Fian and Morwenna, on the other hand, faced similar challenges in their search for the Blade of Luff. Morwenna used her magic to deceive the magical guardians and disarm the traps, while Fian fought bravely against the creatures guarding the artifact. The alliance between them began to strengthen, and Morwenna showed a side of herself that even Fian didn't expect. Finally, reunited at the temple with the three artifacts, Kaelin, Ira, Fian, and Morwenna were ready to perform the ritual. The tension was high, but determination and hope united the group. Returning to Braven, the group found the village on high alert. The elders and warriors were preparing for battle, aware of the imminent threat. Kaelin, Ira, Fian, and Morwenna gathered everyone and shared what they had learned, including the discovery of the Elixir of Eternity and the protection ritual. The air was filled with anxiety and anticipation as they prepared for the final confrontation. With Morwenna's help, Kaelin prepared the ritual, which involved creating a magical shield around Brave. The ritual required the three sacred artifacts to be placed in a circle around the Elixir of Eternity, while Kaelin recited ancient incantations. Morwenna, Ira, and Fian formed a triangle around the circle, channeling their energy to strengthen the shield. As the ritual was being performed, the dark force finally attacked. Creatures of shadow and dark magic advanced on the village, and battle became inevitable. Fian led Braven's warriors in defending the village, fighting bravely against the dark forces. Morwenna used her magic to create barriers and deflect enemy attacks, while Ira healed the wounded and supported the combatants. The battle was intense, with waves of enemies attacking without pause. Braven's forces, guided by courage and determination, held out bravely. The magical shield created by the ritual began to shine intensely, repelling the attacks of the shadow creatures. Kaelin felt the elixir's energy flowing through him, connecting him with the essence of life and eternity. He knew the ritual's success depended on his concentration and willpower. At the climax of the battle, the leader of the Dark Force, a powerful sorceress named Maeve, confronted Kaelin. She wanted the elixir for herself, believing she could use it to dominate all of air. Maeve was an imposing figure, shrouded in shadows and with eyes that gleamed with a malevolent light. Morwenna, realizing Maeve's true intentions, joined forces with Kaelin to face her. "You will never have the elixir," declared Kaelin, his voice firm. "It will be used to protect, not to dominate." Maeve laughed disdainfully. "We'll see if you're strong enough to stop me." The battle between Kaelin, Morwenna, and Maeve was epic. Bolts of magical energy crossed the sky as the three clashed. Maeve conjured dark spells, trying to break the magical shield and reach the elixir. Morwenna and Kaelin, combining their abilities, conjured powerful magic that unraveled Maeve's spells and dissipated her dark forces. The light of the elixir and the sacred artifacts exploded in a dazzling glow, banishing Maeve and her creatures back into the shadows. With the threat defeated, the magical shield around Braven glowed one last time before slowly dissipating. The village was saved, thanks to the courage and unity of its inhabitants and the power of the Elixir of Eternity. The elves of Braven celebrated their victory with a grand festival, thanking the gods and the spirits of nature for their protection and guidance. The stars shone brightly in the sky, reflecting the new hope and determination of the village. The Song of the Stars, which had guided Kayla on his journey, now echoed in everyone's hearts, reminding them of the importance of courage, friendship, and unity. With peace restored in Braithen, Kaelin, Ira, and Fian reflected on the journey they had undertaken. They knew the elixir of eternity was a powerful gift but also a great responsibility. They decided that the elixir should be protected and used only in moments of extreme need to ensure the safety and well-being of all. Kaelin suggested the elixir be kept in a safe place, accessible only to Braithen's guardians. With his renewed wisdom, Kaelin continued his alchemical research, seeking ways to improve the lives of the elves and strengthen their magical defenses. He became a mentor to young alchemists, sharing his knowledge and experiences. Ira, with her healing skills, dedicated herself to teaching young elves about the importance of compassion and care for others. She opened a healing school where she trained new healers to serve Braithen. Fian, the brave warrior, trained a new generation of defenders to ensure Braithen remained protected against future threats. He founded an order of warriors dedicated to protecting the village and its inhabitants, teaching them the importance of honor, courage, and loyalty. His leadership inspired many young elves to follow his example. Morwenna, despite her dark nature, found redemption alongside her new allies. She promised to use her powers for good and help protect Braithen and its inhabitants. Morwenna became a valuable advisor to the Council of Elders, offering her wisdom and knowledge of magic to strengthen the village. Together, they formed a council of guardians, responsible for protecting the elixir and ensuring its power was used wisely. The elves of Braithen celebrated their victory with a grand festival, thanking the gods and the spirits of nature for their protection and guidance. The stars shone brightly in the sky, reflecting the new hope and determination of the village. The song of the stars, which had guided Kayla on his journey, now echoed in everyone's hearts, reminding them of the importance of courage, friendship, and unity. Kaelin, Ira, Fian, and Morwenna knew that although their journey for the elixir of eternity had come to an end, their mission to protect and care for Braithen would continue. They were more united than ever, ready to face any challenge the future might hold. And so, under the eternal glow of the stars, life in Braithen continued, rich in magic, mystery, and hope. As they walked through the streets of Braithen, now illuminated by the light of the stars and enchanted lanterns, the four friends reflected on the importance of their journey. Each of them had grown and changed, finding strengths within themselves they never knew they had. The song of the stars continued to guide them, whispering promises of new adventures and reminding them that true magic lies in courage, friendship, and hope. Good night and enchanted dreams.